I for am scared of divorce but unhappy. My wife 41F, married for 17 years, controls everything I do. Everyone knows me as the guy who gets controlled by his wife. For the sake of my daughter, is it worth staying? Marriage worth saving? She acts like she's my mother. I can't even go out with friends without her blowing up my phone telling me to get home. It got so bad, I don't even go out anymore. My friends and older brother always make jokes about it, but I really can't take it anymore. She always make me feel like I'm beneath her and I need her more than she needs me. She also reminds me that I'm stuck with her because she had my child and my daughter, still young. It got to the point where I just do everything she says so everything could run smoother. It works, but honestly, I'm not happy. I thought this was just the life of a married guy, but man, my friends don't have these problems. My daughter 9F is starting to get my wife ways and it irks me the most. She's starting to talk back because she sees her mom do it. I always tell my wife how important it is to not yell at me in front of her, but she just doesn't care. I'm not here to shame my wife because she's not a bad person, but holy fuck dude, don't be me. I find myself breaking down telling her how I feel and she acts caring for a bit and says she'd do better, but whenever we have another disagreement, she throws it in my face how I was just crying on her the other day. I also don't want to sit here and act like I'm a saint. I do have a bit of a drinking problem, but it's not as bad as she makes it. She claims I chose drinking over our marriage the last 5 years, but honestly man, it helps me escape this shithole. My parents went through an ugly divorce when I was young and it affected me a lot. Nothing I would want my daughter going through. I guess this is more of a warning post for you younger lads, don't be this guy. She also makes more money, and I do, not saying that matters, but I guess it always made me feel a bit insecure. Is this marriage worth saving for the sake of my daughter 9F and the fact I'm almost a 45-year-old man? Edit. I am very hurt that a lot of you guys feel like I'm an unfit father, and that's not the point here. My wife has always been controlling me, but only because I've allowed it. Even before my daughter was born, but I never felt more mental abuse than when my daughter was born. A lot of you guys ignored the fact that I would break down and tell her how she treat me is wrong before I started drinking. She'd act like she cares, but whenever there's another disagreement she'd like to rub it in my face to make me feel like shit. No one is perfect, so I expressed to you guys I started heavily relying on drinking because it was my comfort and I didn't want a divorce like my parents did when I was younger. I also notice I didn't explain that my wife acts like a pure child when she doesn't get her way. She destroys our room, she breaks mirrors, she throws things, tell me I'm a nobody and she's richer than me. I notice to just keep her calm and do as she says because hell, I'm already a drinker and I don't want my daughter living in chaos with two crazy heads. Yes, it hurts me that I've been drinking since my daughter was 2, so she never seen me without a bottle in my hand. She's pushed everyone in our life away, so I fell into drinking a bit. I've decided I'd have to quit drinking first and then get a divorce. Thank you, my fellow Redditors.